Yeah, so I've had a pretty long travel day to get out here today. I'm currently in the Rocky Mountains. I left my house in Guelph, Ontario this morning at 4 a.m. and I'm out here by about 4 p.m. So it's been a pretty long travel day. Saw an awesome bear on my way in today, so I take that as a fantastic omen for a beautiful and amazing 10-day solo that I'm going to do out here. My intention tonight was to get out to my sort of favorite valley in the area, which is about another sort of 45 minutes drive from here, and then it's like a 6-hour hike to get into the back of this valley where there's a couple of lakes. I was at one of those lakes last year, and I'm going to the lake that I have not been to yet. I'm going to go out there and camp for a few nights. But I ran out of daylight, so I decided to stop in here. This is my friend Todd Standing's base camp out in the Rockies. And, of course, I'm welcome to be here. There's nobody out here, just me. And, so I'm going to just chill here tonight. I'm going to get to bed fairly early. I'm going to chill by the fire and relax. Get out to the end of this road here, I'm going to be basically cutting along the side of that mountain into that valley right there, and then going way back up in there. It's kind of interesting to see it from this perspective, because man, it opens up into this spectacular valley back there. You can't quite see it from here, but you can see how it kind of cuts through in between those different mountain ranges. Well, I'm about an hour or so into my hike into the valley this morning. I left my base camp around 9 o'clock this morning. It's almost noon, and I'm about an hour into this hike. This is normally where I start to head down into the valley bottom and then cross over the valley to get up to the top of those mountains you see up there above me. I got a great mountain camp up there, which I might hit in a couple of days or a few days, depending on how I feel as I work my way back out the valley. This mountain camp that I have up there is fairly close to the beginning of the valley. I still have about another 5 hours to get to the end, but when I come out in a few days, it's possible that I'll go up there spend a couple of nights. It's so amazing up there and I love it. But I really want to explore this second lake that I've not been out to before. So I'm going to make that my priority. Plus, we got some inclement weather coming in the next couple of days, so that could be a good place just to hunker down. Just by way as a reference or some perspective, here's a bird's eye-esque view of the valley. You can't see the lakes from the top. Where I'm filming right now is up my mountain camp at the mouth of the valley, but the trail goes all along that far side of the river all the way around, out around the bend to the lakes. gorgeous hike this is through here. Amazing. Lots of down timber, so frequently I'm having to get on my belly and slide under fallen logs and stuff like that and climb over, scamper over fallen timber as well. There's a river running through the valley is just in here behind me. It's awesome to stop there for some drinks periodically. It's a nice cool day today, overcast. So it's pretty nice hiking weather, you know, all things considered. Feeling pretty good, feeling strong, feeling fit, feeling prepared in all ways. This is only my second time in this valley, this far down the valley. I made my way out here about a year ago. Usually first, second week of October I'm out here doing adventures, you know, usually around Thanksgiving. This is nice hiking through here, really gorgeous. Nice little stretch of the valley here, right along the river. Really nice. Very pleasant little stretch coming through here. Don't mind it at all. In fact, I love it. Really nice stretch. Let's check this out. Get the other cam going here. Forward facing. Beautiful tree break right here. Gorgeous. This is a nice section of the trail in through here, or whatever. The trail kind of like disappears and I pick it up again, and disappears, I pick it up again, because there's all these little streams and stuff coming through, kind of wash things out. And but it's so pretty in here. Oh my gosh, such a nice vibe through here. Really, really nice section of the valley. Seeing a bit of track sign through here, some of these more muddy areas. See some fairly faded out sign of human, so some boot prints and stuff. None of them look very fresh at all. Seen some ungulate tracks, elk and deer. I've seen some bear tracks, some bear scat. I've seen cougar or mountain lion track also, or a little trackway. And there's all kinds of big animals out here, right? All kinds of amazing wildlife, such a variety of species out here in the Rockies. It's just amazing. Not to mention the birds. I love the gray jays. Gray jays is something we don't have in Ontario. And I love those birds, man. They come out here and they're so curious. I had 3 of them coming and checking me out last night when I was just relaxing by my fire. Oh man, they're so cool. I love the gray jays. I haven't seen any today though, but it's just a matter of time. Same with bears probably. It's not really a question of if, but when. This is big time bear habitat. Black bear and grizzly bear territories overlap out here, so you get both. I've encountered a couple of grizzlies out here already, last year and the year before. But last year there was a huge boar grizzly out at the end of this valley where I'm hiking to, at one of the lakes. Man, he was amazing. We were in the same lake swimming. We had a moment, it's not too often when you get to share a beautiful moment with a big predator like that, but man, it was so cool. He was in the lake, jumping in, splashing around. I was in there ice bathing, so we were really kind of sharing that same energy, that same enjoyment of the water. It was really a beautiful thing, and I watched that bear closely for a good couple hours as he put on a display for me, a display of play, which is not common for an adult bear, young bears for sure. So it was really a special moment. I've never forgotten it. In fact, I have become fairly obsessed with bears since. To a fairly large extent, I would say. Learning about their behavior, ecology, studying bear attacks, bear safety and awareness, so that I can also help people learn how to come out in places like this and not be afraid, to enjoy these amazing wild spaces that we have in Canada, where there happen to be, big predators, and how we can stay safe in those environments through prevention, through awareness, but also, in the case of worst case scenarios, how you can survive an attack from a bear, or how you can certainly increase your chances, because there's no guarantees. So when I'm out here, I'm definitely bear aware. I'm not paranoid, just bear aware. And I've always got my first line of defense, which is right here. Okay, my bear spray. Without a doubt, this is going to be the most effective thing for me to carry out here to defend myself from any predatory or defensive bear attacks. I've been offered to carry some firearms out here. I'm licensed to carry firearms, but I don't want to carry a firearm. I'm not super proficient with firearms, and so for me to rely on a firearm as my go-to for a charging bear, it's not going to work great for me. My aim's not that great. I haven't put the time in at the range, and even if I did put the time in at the range, a charging bear is going to get you completely adrenalized. Your fine motor control is going to go. Your depth perception. You're not going to be able to, unless you're like an amazing shot and you've practiced on moving targets. There's no way you're going to line up a shot and take that bear out as it's charging you from a novice, gun guy like me. Bear spray is much easier. I can literally deploy that within a second, flip off the safety, and this baby here's got like 30 to 40 feet range. Okay, so I can stop a bear pretty quick when he's coming at me. I also, of course, I always carry my knife with me. Really, it's, more like sort of, you know, it's a utility tool really for me when I'm in the bush, right? But you know, if I have to use this to defend myself from a bear attack, things have gotten way out of control, you know. But you know, it shouldn't come to that because I'm bear aware. Bear safety is paramount when I'm out here. You know, they're the thing that I'm going to be the most concerned about. But you know, you just got to respect that I'm in their turf here, right? This is their backyard. I'm just a visitor here. Although, hey, I've got just as much right to be here as any other living organism. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm part of this earth, part of this land. You know, I'm welcome here. But as long as I follow good protocols, and all the creatures around here will also accept me here and give me my space. Good. And, you know, whatever your beliefs may be about that type of thing, you know, at the end of the day, we all do things that make us feel good. And if we feel good, probably that frequency and vibration is going to resonate around to the people around us. And they're going to feel good too. Tree break. Tree break. Another tree break out there. Cool. The lake is in sight here. Just coming in. There's the first glimpses. Beautiful. Man, it's tree break city in here. There's a double tree break. Tree break facing the trail. Another tree break. Just gotta look for bear sign in here. Don't want to set up my camp where there's in Bear City. So I'm going to go down here a bit and see what's up. Yeah, so I made it out here to my lake destination at the end of the valley, tucked away in the Kootenays. I got my hammock set up. You know, absolutely proper, looking good, and oh my gosh, the views around me here are spectacular. It's such a gorgeous lake, crystal clear. I'll be getting in there for some ice bathing at some point, but oh yeah, I can handle this. Oh yeah, no problem. Anyway, I feel the cold coming in. Clouds are coming in. So probably going to get a bit of rain. Feels like rain tonight. So though I have my gorgeous hammock set up here, I will be fortifying that with tarp and some stuff like that just to get it rainproof. And then looking forward to a couple of great nights out here, at least. All right, I got my air sack all loaded up. This is my bear-proof bag. Got it all tied up proper, and I'm gonna just now go and hang it up. That should do. Yeah, so that's a pretty good setup. The benefit of these air sacks and bear bags like this is that you don't have to hang them way up off of big limbs and stuff like that. Bears can't get into these things. The research on these things is amazing, and some of the videos of grizzly bears and black bears just going to town trying to get this thing unhooked and tear into it are very cool, because they are basically, they can't do anything. You know, they're completely shut down, and they just kind of get bored and give up and walk away. So I've got this about 100 meters from my camp, so that's definitely in the safety zone. You know, definitely recommended. In bear country, 50 to 100 meters away from your camp is where you should keep your food or do your cooking. And in this case, I'm about 100 meters from my camp, so perfect. So I'm just coming out in the morning here to check out the bear bag, get my food. Yeah, looks like it's good. Doesn't look like anything's messed with this at all, which is fantastic. That's good news for me. You could probably see some of the clouds over top of the mountains behind me. It's been a pretty cold, cloudy, rainy morning. My second day out here at the lake. Just hunkering down a bit today. Going to catch up on some reading and some R&R. So on the reading list, I have this Louis L'Amour novel, Radigan. Great stuff. I love reading these novels when I'm out by myself in the woods and in the mountains and stuff. Great frontier storytelling, lots of adventures, and so it's right up my alley. As too is this. This one is a great book, Bear Attacks, Their Causes and Avoidance by Stephen Herrero. Amazing book. He's probably the world's leading authority on bear ecology, behavior, and bear attacks. He studied 100 years of bear attacks and extracted all kinds of amazing themes and information that we can use to educate ourselves today on how to stay safe in bear country. So I would call that very appropriate reading for this environment. So I'm trying out a new vibe for my hammock setup this fall. I've got right here hanging up behind my hammock Koshi chime. It's the Aqua tuning, and it's just a great little feature just to have here. I might move around in my hammock a little bit. You know, it just gives me a little music. It's beautiful. Yeah, it just kind of adds to the vibe a little bit. So when I'm out here chilling, get a little musical accompaniment periodically. Alrighty, so this is my third day out at the lake, and I'm making tracks. It's about 8:30 in the morning. The sun doesn't come up over the mountains till 10 or at least maybe even 11. So it's still pretty dark in the valley, but I'm making my way out to the front of the valley where I'm going to cross over and then climb up on the far side of the valley up to a mountaintop and set up my next camp for the next couple of nights. This has been great out here at Lunette Lake out in the Kootenays. Very fond of these lakes back here, so it's with a little bit of sadness, you might say, that I'm even leaving here. I don't know when I'll be back out here, so you get attached to places when you stay in them. You really connect with them and enjoy them, so this is definitely one of these highlight lakes that I've camped at. Anyway, time to make some tracks. Off we go. So many mushrooms on the ground through this beautiful stretch. Well, we've gotten as far as my bear bag, so I'm going to get this loaded up into my pack. I'm going to make some breakfast. Well, making breakfast is a bit of an overstatement. I'll show you in a moment what my breakfast is, and then we'll get out of here. All right, so I got my bear bag and its contents. Contents are pretty thin, to be honest. I go pretty bare bones out here. I'm probably, eating maybe 1,000 calories a day while I'm out here, but I like to keep it fairly lean and mean. So what I had for breakfast today are epic bars. I had 2 of these venison bars. Well, this will be my second one. These are really yummy, and they're like 130 calories each, so my breakfast is about 260 calories plus. Got some whey protein in here, so I've made myself up a nice whey protein shake in my canteen, so I'll wash it down with some of that. That stuff is very low calorie. There's like 0 sugar, 0 carbs in this amazing New Zealand whey protein that I like. So yeah, pretty lean and mean, but I'm keto, so it's all good. If I'm a little bit undercaloried, I can use some fat stores as energy as I'm embarking on my pretty epic day today. Working myself all the way out the valley and then up the mountaintop. So I'm really looking forward to this part of the journey as well. Yeah, this trail is gorgeous this morning. It's a little slippery here and there because of all the frost we got last night and the rain all day yesterday as well, or off and on. Anyway, it's a sort of a wet trail, fairly slippery, but the air is fresh, and oh my gosh, it's just so gorgeous through here, so quiet and peaceful. Still, the sun's not up. You can see it just coming up over the mountains there behind me. But it looks like a nice clear day. So this is a perfect day for me to really kick some ass on my ascent up to the mountain camp. But yeah, just coming through this trail, just being very aware. I mean, bears love to use these trails early in the morning and in the evening as well. So, I'm just aware as I'm coming through here. But everything's feeling good. Feeling really good. Feeling strong. Feeling inspired. Feeling nice and connected back into this valley. Sort of tapped in and dialed in. So, yeah. I love that feeling. It's really nice. Oh yeah. I'll just spin around here and you can see as I'm making my way out the valley. Sun's coming up around the bend there. Still very shady where I am. But oh yeah, man, is this just so gorgeous in here. I just love this environment. It's a tough environment, right? Tough and beautiful, which is, I guess, really nature in a nutshell, right?